What's up YouTube, That's here, bringing you guys another VGC 2015 replay. Today we're using Mega Metagross, Porygon 2, Cresselia, and Virizion, leading off against Ryan, who has Gengar, Sylveon, Mawile, and Hydreigon. Note that I'm going to be using a Porygon 2 today. I'm just testing this thing out. I recently got one from a buddy, and I think it actually works really well. It's great at controlling speeds with Thunder Wave, and it has access to download, which means if you actually get the download proc raising your special attack instead of attack, this thing can carry games it has no business carrying. So we're just going to start things off, get right into it. Note that I'm leading with the Porygon 2, so we're fishing for download procs from the very start of the game. Unfortunately, we're not going to really get it versus Sylveon and Gengar. The way download works is it takes both your opponent's defenses into account and raises whichever one would be more beneficial to you. So it raises my attack since these guys would have a higher special defense. So unfortunately, we get the download proc into attack. It's not the end of the world. I still think Porygon 2 is great on this board. So first turn of the game, we see Sylveon switch out. Doesn't really want to eat a Meteor Mash or an Iron Head or a Bullet Punch to the face. And we have to expect my opponent is going for the very, very obvious Will-O-Wisp. So we're going for Protect with the Metagross. And we're going to block the Will-O-Wisp. There it is right there. And we're going to hit him with a little status of our own. We're going for a Thunder Wave on the Gengar, controlling the speed from the first turn of the game with Porygon 2. So there's that Thunder Wave on there, and it pretty much gives us a lot more freedom than we would normally have. And since he switched in with the Hydreigon here, he's probably thinking Hydreigon can take care of Metagross, and Gengar can deal with Porygon. So I decided to switch in on a Dark Pulse, take a little bit of chip damage, but activate Virizion's ability, which rarely gets activated in Justified, giving me a +1 attack boost, and also go for a Thunder Wave off onto the Hydreigon. So right away, no Pokemon have been KO'd, but we've decided to switch in, get a +1, and, that's a +1, haha, whatever, and, also Thunder Wave both of my opponent's Pokemon, giving me total control of speed for probably the remainder of the match, because we already know he has Sylveon, which is slow, and some other mystery Pokemon. So Sylveon, speaking of that, decides to switch back in as I go for a Protect with my Virizion. I'm just deciding to be extra careful, because I don't want to get Protect baited by the wrong Pokemon here, as I go for an Ice Beam off onto the Gengar. Looking back on it, I probably could have went for a Leaf Blade Ice Beam on Gengar and been fine, but I didn't want to. So starting off turn 5, we're just going to go for a +1 Leaf Blade on Sylveon, chunking it quite low. I didn't think I would get the one-shot, considering you need +2 or a super effective move to be able to one-shot Sylveon most of the time. Hyper Voice is going to feint my Virizion. It definitely put the work in. It pretty much neutralized the Hydreigon, made it swap, and set up for Porygon to get the KO with a Tri-Attack. So pretty good. We're 3-3 with our Pokemon, but remember, my opponent has 2 paralyzed Pokemon, so I do think I'm definitely in the lead. My opponent's Gengar, going last this turn, is going to retaliate with a Will-O-Wisp. So Will-O-Wisp is slowly going to start taking down my Porygon 2. I do pack Recover on this thing, but Will-O-Wisp is pretty good there. And remember, I'm also taunted, so like I can't recover, can't really do that much. So we see Cresselia come out here. I'm deciding not to bring Metagross out yet. We bring Cresselia out here to eat that Intimidate, and I think that's a really good play. I think it's pretty smart. As we switch out Porygon 2 for Metagross. So Metagross coming in here as we go for a Psychic on the Gengar. And note that the Mawile didn't Mega Evolve. I don't know why it didn't Mega Evolve. It probably wanted to know if I had Skill Swap right there. That's probably why I didn't Mega Evolve. He also might have been thinking, well, I might be able to like switch out Mawile for Metagross if something happens weird. I don't really know what happened, but he didn't Mega Evolve. It might have been an accident. This guy's played completely fine up until now, so it might have just been a misplay. Either way, we're going to see the Mega Mawile gaining that huge power. And Cresselia is one of my favorite Pokemon to fight Mawile with, and there's been a lot of Mawiles lately, as well as a bunch of Metagrosses, and I just think Cresselia right now is really good against all those types of Pokemon that really need their abilities to shine. So the way it is, he's protecting. He really does not want to eat a skill swap, and he has no idea if we have it. He's just being extra careful, and that's how you should play right here. We're going for an Icy Wind. I know that I need to do about 10 to 15% to Hydreigon to potentially get a one-shot off with a Meteor Mash. So that's what I'm trying to do. He goes for the Sucker Punch finally. He's like, alright, whatever. I'm just going to go for the Sucker Punch. Drops me at 15 HP. That's the power of full HP bulky Metagross. As we go for a Tough Claws boosted Meteor Mash. Drops it to about 3%. I miss an Icy Wind on Mawile, but I hit the Icy Wind on the Hydreigon, picking up the KO. No Dark Pulses this game for any of these Pokemon. And now, this is where it is. We go for a Protect with Metagross, right? I'm like, alright, I'm not going to go down to Sucker Punch just yet. It's finally time for me to bust out the Skill Swap. Skill Swap, a move that switches our abilities, so he can have Levitate. I don't need it. I'll take your huge power, and pretty much make it so you can't KO any of my Pokemon for the remainder of the game. He's going to go for the Iron Hit. It looked like he totally called me there, and I'm just going to use Protect. It failed that turn, because I'm trying to block Sucker Punch, but what we're doing is we're wasting his time, and if he KOs any of these Pokemon, one of my Pokemon in the back should be able to take it out. He's going to go for a player for my Cress, and it barely does more than my leftovers, and from there, he pretty much just realizes he has lost, I think. So I think that's where he actually just runs. Yeah, he just runs right there. Yeah, I had Porygon 2 in the back, so like I could have went out there and just like spammed Recover and like Moonlight with Cresselia and would have won eventually. So pretty good game. I think I definitely held onto my skill swap as long as possible. The use of Porygon 2, I actually think won me the game. Thunder Waving the 2 fast Pokemon that had KO moves on my Metagross was definitely the correct play. I mean, I brought Metagross and Cress, and he brought Hydreigon and Gengar. Technically, I should have lost that to like Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, bam. So, Porygon 2 put in the work, got the Thunder Waves off. If you guys like this game, leave a comment below. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.